So I'm thinking almost Crazy 88 style, where they're coming over one at a time, not coming over 100 at a time.
See, I picture them all coming at you at once.
But again, you understand, Fezzy, what a Royal Rumble is. That they're coming in one at a time. But if you can't get the kid out of the ring, they're staying in there.
Ron, what are you going to do though when one of them gives you the slick Rick uppercut to the nads?
I'm going to kill that kid, and I'm going to tell you the truth. And I don't know whether this is in there, but I'll snap a neck on one of those 9-year-olds. And when the other ones see what a dead child looks like, I think it's going to throw a fear through that group. I think the fear is going to be rushing up and down their spines.
See, I take a nad shot, I'm down in the corner, and I'm just defenseless at that point. I can't take nad pain.
You better start and believe in yourself, Fezzy. You need a little more confidence. You need a little more confidence in yourself. Hey, Eric, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
How you doing, Ron? Hey, Fez.
Yeah.
Welcome back, first off.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe 15, 20 kids. Maybe give them the old Stone Cold Stunner, or maybe page Dr. Martin, get a steel toe boot and do the Opie, kick him right in the liver.
I mean, if you're going to look into that, yeah, I'm kicking some of these kids, and I'm kicking them hard. And I guarantee you, once I kick them once, they're not going to want a second one. And I'll open up one of them with just the cocoa butt, Fezzy, where I'll just take my head and burst open one of his little 9-year-old nose. And when the blood is flying, the other kids are going to be freaking out.
Well, I have to tell you that if you ever trained before and you're in a ring for 3 minutes, yeah, it's more difficult than you think.
It's exhausting. Good point. But we are talking about 9-year-olds. It's not like they're in great shape or can even get in great shape.
Well, you still have to punch and kick, and that takes a lot out of you.
Have you thought of this, Poe? You grab one of them by the ankles and you just start swinging them around, using his skull as a weapon?
See, now, if I use that move, it would have to work instantly. That would be my one-shot deal, because by the time I lift a 9-year-old up into the air, I'm done there. I'm spent.
You know, after hearing your confidence in yourself, Fezzy, I'm going to say you lose to the first one. What I'm going to think of right now is how many Fez Watleys can beat up a 9-year-old, and I'm going 8. I think I'm going to have to clone you 8 times.
I'm sure I could take 1.
Now, if it was how many 9-year-olds can you rape, that I know you have experience in. Here is Carl. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, you're forgetting about collateral damage. While you're fighting one, you can holler out things that hurt the feelings of the others.
Right, Fatty, you're next.
Your
Stuff like that.
Don't love
hey,
you,
Four
Santa's
Eyes,
dead.
you want a piece of this?
Yeah, then their eyes are clouded with tears, right in the nose.
Yeah, because they freak out at that age.
Oh, yeah, Santinium, interesting.
Yeah. The whole thing is going to be a Santini. And that's what I'm saying, too, Fez. When they start to see what happens, a lot of them rolling in the corner. It's like you don't think me and my friends could have beat up one of our older brothers? But when one of our older brothers jumped in the middle of us, the rest of us were cowering in the corners. Because you're so scared at that age.
See, I think if a couple of them got on my arms and legs, then I'm not moving.
No, it's not you. You're going to lose to 1. We know that now. We believe you. What I'm saying is an average man. How many could an average man take?
I would say 5.
All right, let's say
3 for me, 5 for the average guy.
What about Mike Tyson in his prime? 89 Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, I would say, could take a dozen. That's as far as I'll go with Mike
Then
Tyson.
I wouldn't watch boxing. I would not watch boxing if I thought to myself, oh, here's the toughest guy in the world. And yet, a baker's dozen of 9-year-olds could kick the shit out of him. That would be it for me. I'd throw my TV out. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Brian.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
What I want to know is how many kids could Master Poe take if they were trained by Master Poe?
All right, there's a good question. If you train these 9-year-olds.
How sad your students turn on you.
It happens.
Yeah.
See, now the stakes are higher because my kids are going to...
Now the student is the master.
Well, you know, we did hear normal kids. There was no training. There's no weapons. I'm going to throw this in and just say white kids so we know they can't fight.
That makes sense. That sounds average.
What do you mean average?
Just average. Just middle America average.
Don't get racist about it. I'm just trying to set up a thing, not for you pick what normal is. I'm sorry, Earl, that you had to hear that. Hey, Roger, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. First-time caller, part-time lover. I'm 28, and I've got a 9-year-old little brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, when we're out roughhousing outside the back, and he's got his little friends, and we're just playing, the first time one kid takes like an elbow or something, and they get the wind knocked out of them, the rest of them all just get big-eyed and back off a little.
They're petrified, yeah.
They are scared. And plus, you're trying to take it easy on them because you don't want them going crying to mom anyways.
But
so,
what if you could have your dream, Roger, and you just unleash, and you just start busting some bones?
That's a dream?
Cracking them.
Well, that's a dream.
Yeah.
It's a dream. If they're coming one by one,
yeah,
there's going to be a pile.
Yeah, it's only going to be your own exhaustion, and Master Poe pointed this out. It's only going to be your limit, your own cardiovascular shape that's going to make this a fight. I certainly don't see you losing a fight to almost an infinite amount of 9-year-olds.
I totally... If it's my win, then I'm completely shit out of luck.
Yeah. Well, we said we're taking you out of this, Fez. We're going to put a normal adult end of this. We understand now your limitations. I didn't believe before the show started. Now you've convinced me that you are right. You might be able to take 1.5. And even then, I think it would go as far as a draw. Here is Ben. Ben, you're on Runner Fez.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What do you got for us?
I know we're talking about white kids, but if they're black, I mean, no matter how many come in, I mean, if you throw like a basketball or maybe a watermelon in the ring,
all right,
they might.
You know what? That's racism. I just want no part of it.
White people are so scared of black people.
One day when Fez does the show by himself, you guys can sit around and do that kind of southern humor. But it's not going to get it with me, Fez.
I don't know if you're allowed to use distractions like that.
White people are so scared of black people.
It wouldn't distract them. And you won't need distractions. This is an adult American male against how many 9-year-olds? I don't see it being much of a problem at all. Here's Scott. Scott, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
No, pretty good. You?
Cool in the gang.
You know, I think it's absolutely great that you got a martial arts expert in there that's trained in taking out, full-grown men that are trained to do the same thing.
Right.
And he's talking about slinging around 9-year-old children.
And not only that, but if you saw the smile on Master Poe's face while he was talking about this, and I'll go so far as to say the erect nipples, and I said to myself, this is not the first time he's had this conversation.
It makes you wonder if he's done it before.
Now, Scott, are you trained? Scott, do you have any training in your background?
I just did a little boxing here and there, but I do have to agree with Master Poe. 3 minutes in a ring is a long-ass time.
Well, going even 3 minutes with a bag, if you're not in really great shape, is exhausting. But I think the adrenaline of knowing that you're crushing children's bones is going to keep you going. That'll keep the excitement level up. That's going to make it happen for you.
One thing that's going to make it even harder is that you have to reach down towards the child.
Interesting. I didn't think of that.
You're not striking straight in front of you. You have to reach down for them.
Right.
If you go down on your knees to start throwing punches at that level...
I know you've gone down on your knees, but it wasn't to start throwing punches. And that's with 9-year-olds.
It's going to be hard to get back up.
Yeah. Because you're what? Satisfied?
No, once you're down there...
I never understand. I don't know the whole gay thing. What do you mean?
I mean that if you stoop down to their level, it's going to be hard.
Oh, I'm not going down to their level, that's for sure.
It's going to be hard to get back up on your feet if they're still coming at you.
Yeah, what if you're just sitting in a lounge chair and you're running them through?
There's no way. They'll tip the chair over with me in it.
Do you think you can even knock out a 9-year-old? Do you feel confident that with your hand, one punch, you can knock out a 9-year-old?
Yes, I could do that.
I don't think you can. Then you could do it 3 times. If you could do it once, you could do it 3 times.
I'm going by the 3-minute rule here. That's 3. If you're bringing in a kid every 1 minute, and by the 4th kid, I am just stuck and win.
A 3 kid, if they're coming in 1 a minute,
yes,
then I'm going to go on all day long. Then I don't have the slightest problem because it's going to be bam. I crush his little skull. And I sit down and smoke a cigar for another 55 seconds.